So someone was kind enough / stupid enough to let me behind the wheel of their F12, so I thought, while making a video, why not dress like the world's youngest professor? And here I am. So the F12 was the successor to the 599 GTB Fiorano, which is one of my favourite cars. And for Ferrari to improve on that car was not easy, because that thing wasn't slow, that shifted. The F12, however, is in a completely different league. So not only is the F12 smaller, thinner and shorter than the 599, it's also lighter, comes in just over 1600 kilos. That, and it is a lot quicker. A lot quicker. I think the technical term is a shitload. And you can thank the Ferrari Enzo for that, because this car has got its 6-litre V12, although they've uprated it to 6.3 litres. So now you've got 510 foot-pound of torque and 730 brake horsepower. I don't know what to say about that. There's no, what? Is there a word for that? I don't think that. Unnecessary. And they smash it all through the rear wheels with an unbelievable dual clutch gearbox. This thing, the way that it like changes gears, I've like never felt anything like it. It is just instant. You don't even feel it. I mean, the F12 is so quick that it beat the 599 GTO around Fiorano. I mean, that's saying something. And when this first came out, it was the second quickest car that Ferrari made, second only to the LaFerrari. But obviously the F12 doesn't have the LaFerrari's 161 brake electric motor. But then on the plus side, the F12 doesn't have the LaFerrari's wing mirrors. But in seriousness, this car is savagely quick. 0 to 60 in 3.1, 0 to 120 in 8.5, and it goes on to 211 mile an hour. Mental. And thanks to the carbon ceramics as standard, the thing stops just as quick too. And it's got these really cool little ducts on either side at the front, which help cool them down when they get up to temperature, which is pretty funky. Oh my god. Oh, just howls this car. The noise this thing makes is unbelievable. V12 Ferrari. Oh! I genuinely cannot get over how fast this car is. Like, it's just ridiculous. I know it's really hard to kind of gauge when you're watching a review and you see all these sorts of things, because all you see is like their reactions and they tell you lots of numbers and that sort of thing. I mean, when I first watched the reviews when they came out, I was kind of like, really? Is it really too much power? Can a car be too fast for the road? And then you get in it and you're like, dear Lord, this thing is a monster. It's just mental. I just, every time you put your foot down, you're like, what's going on? The whole world just goes like around you. When I first took this car out, when I got into it, I was expecting the steering to be quite heavy. I went around a roundabout, turned the wheel like slightly and almost went into the middle of it. I tell you what, this is definitely not a car you want to be overconfident in, because if you do bin it, A, going to be very expensive, and B, I think the doctors are probably going to end up peeling you off the road with a spatula. I mean, this car really is frighteningly quick. I haven't been this worried since I found out there was a ghost living in my house. But that being said, okay, although the car does have the really aggressive, savage side when you want to put your foot down and hammer it, as a GT car, driving around town or on a road trip, it's nice and quiet in here. The dual clutch gearbox is superb, sounds great, feels great, doesn't mind going slow, it's comfy. I mean, this has got the upgraded sport seats, so I think if it had the comfy ones in, it'd be like riding a really fast sofa. I mean, if it was up to me, I'd totally use this car as a daily. I think it's pretty practical as standard, but I mean, if you get the optional extras like the parking sensors up front with the dual cameras and the nose lift, I mean, what more do you want? That, and it has got a 500 litre boot, or in terms the internet can understand, you can fit about 30 medium-sized pizzas into the back of it.
Pizza supplied by Domino's Southampton. Other brands are available. Terms and conditions apply. Results may vary.
And the inside of this car is a fantastic place to be. You've got leather, Alcantara, loads of carbon fibre. It's so good. It's really driver focused as well, especially with this dash and the steering wheel combination. On the left, you've got all the vehicle information, so tyre pressure, speed, mileage, all that sort of thing. And on the right, you've got your radio, sat-nav, and all the entertainment stuff. And also, on the passenger side of the car, on the little dash above the glove box, you've got like a reader for speed and all that sort of stuff as well, so they can have something to do while you're trying to make them shit themselves. I actually really like the steering wheel on this car as well. I know some people were in two minds because they thought that there was too much going on. You've got like the indicators, windscreen wipers and main beam. You spend 5 minutes in the car and you get your head around it. It's not that big a deal. I love the LED shift lights on it. That's amazing. Manatino switch as well on Ferrari's is wicked, so you can change all the suspension and traction control, that sort of thing. And the only thing they didn't put on this steering wheel actually is the paddles. So sometimes if you're going around a corner and you want to change gear, you can't because they're up here. Although racing drivers said it's actually better because you always know where they are, and they're racing drivers, and well, I'm me. What do I know about cars? In fact, I think the best part on the steering wheel is this damper adjustment one here, so you can turn it to bumpy road mode, they call it. And the difference is night and day. It makes the car so much more comfortable, a lot less road noise. I mean, they might as well have just put UK on here, because that's who's going to use it. It's just going to be us lot, because our roads are terrible. I think if you took this on a Euro tour and didn't have it on, you'd ache more than I did when I played hide and seek with Randy Orton. 98, 99, 100. Right, I'm coming. Ready or not? Randy.
Look at Randy Orton slithering.
Oh, watch out, watch out, watch out! Oh my God!
Every f***ing time. And would you just look at this thing? It is so good looking. And it's amazing because I think Ferrari have managed to keep this car looking sharper and more aggressive than the 599, but also as pretty. And most people think they'd be worried about leaving a Ferrari in a car park because it might get keyed. I'd be worried about leaving it because I think I'd come back to find 4 or 5 people trying to have sex with it. And the styling's functional too. The 2 aero bridges on either side of the front of the bonnet actually create downforce. And this car, at 120 miles an hour, creates 125 kilograms of downforce, which is 75% more than the 599. It's clever stuff. Thank you. And if you're in the market for an F12, they are just under £240,000 new. If you want a second-hand one, you can get a 2013 with 5 to 10,000 miles on it from anywhere between 210 and 220 grand. And the left hookers, some of them even go for under 200,000. And that doesn't sound like too bad for 3 years worth of depreciation, does it? But what if I told you that this particular car, much like most F12s that left Ferrari's factory, has almost £50,000 worth of extras on it? But then again, that's what happens when you fill your car with carbon fibre, which, for the record, I wholeheartedly encourage, because who doesn't love carbon fibre? Although actually, I'll tell you what, the guy who owns this didn't actually opt for the middle bit being in carbon fibre, because he thought it would break it up a little bit, which I kind of agree with actually now, seeing the car. But it looks cool either way. It's an F12, it could be pink inside, it would still be cool. Although I'll tell you what, actually, one thing I will say, they charge £3,500 for a carbon fibre cup holder. I don't know whether that's stupid or amazing. When it comes to maintaining the car, you've got the first year's worth of taxes, about 1,100 quid, and then every year after that, it's about £515. You've got a 92 litre fuel tank, which will cost you probably, I think at the moment, over 100 quid to fill up. And although they say it's 30% more fuel economical than the 599, it still only does about 16, 18 to the gallon. So, you know, you're not going to be saving any planets anytime soon. Saving any planets? What the f*** am I on? What am I doing? What am I saying? When it comes to tyres, you're looking at about 140 to 150 quid for the front tyres, and then 260 to 320 quid each for the rear tyres. And if you're adding that up and you're thinking, God, that sounds a bit expensive, you know, normally I'd also say how much the servicing and the warranty is, but I don't need to on this car because Ferrari do 7 years free servicing and 7 years free warranty. 7 years, I mean, that's a long time. I mean, that's so good. They do it on the FF and Cali T and a few other cars as well, but I mean, if I was spending £250,000 quid on a car, that's the least I'd expect. In fact, I'd half expect them to my d*** and then tickle my and then God, I need an F12. I need one. I've got to have one. The way this car looks, the way it makes you feel, the way it drives, how fast it is, it's one of, if not the best cars I've ever driven. I love this thing so much. I tell you what, actually, there's only one thing I don't like, and that's that I can't afford one. So if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go for a quick spank before the owner calls me and ask him what I've done with his car. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys soon. Right, so maintaining the car, you've got a first year's worth of tax of about £1,100 if you got blah, blah, blah. God, I need to get another job, don't I? I'm shit at this. Do something else, just go stack shelves somewhere. Aren't you that guy that used to do car reviews?
At the pumps!
At the pumps, man!
Ow.
Sorry. I peak, I'm a natural peaker.
Right,
Peaky Blinders.